Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dice Masters with James and Zach. I'm Zach.
And I'm James. Hello. And we're back with another combo from the archives. This is another Global Explosion legal, mainly legal because almost every card has a bloody global on it, so they can't get rid of
Can't get banned if you have a global.
it. I remember reading about this on the reserve pool. It was a JT combo originally, and he made it into some sort of. I was fiddling with it myself, and then I read that he turned it into sort of a turn 3 cannon, and I like turn 3 cannons, as you very well know. So it does sort of. It was from back in the day when you had 4 dice when you went first. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that I'm going second this time. I'm going to buy 2 action dice using Red Dragon Global. All right. One of them is Anger Issues, which is now in the form of Haymaker from Turtles, and that gives a character +3 attack and overcrush, and it's got a handy global on it as well. And Back for Seconds says Underdog. Do we know how to use Underdog? Basically, I have to have fewer characters than my opponent.
Yes.
And it says field any character from your used pile at level 3. Excellent. Now, what character would I like to field at level 3? It's Wolverine, the best there is, who's got significantly better stats on his top level. He's at 384, but he's got a horrible fielding cost, which I will obviate using Back for Seconds. And he has got the text, Wolverine deals double damage to characters that block him. Now, in the land of combo wombos, the word double is gold. You saw the Phoenix Force doubling last time, and this time we've got Wolverine doubling stuff up. So I think I'll just run through it. Basically, I'm going to have 4 dice because I'm going second, or in the old days I was going first. And I'm going to want to have a bolt for Red Dragon Global, which allows me to buy action dice cheaper. So I'm going to pay a bolt, and I'm going to buy one of my 2 action dice, which both cost 4, and I'm going to buy for 2 because of Red Dragon. And I've done a damage to Zach.
Down to 19.
You're on 19. I'm going to keep a mask for Professor X, because a lot of these combo wombos rely on having lots of dice. So I will use on Zach's turn Professor X once, so that next turn I will roll 6 dice. I'm on my turn 2. Now, obviously, I'm going to want lots of masks and stuff like that already, so I'll just help myself out there. This time, I'm going to use another bolt for Red Dragon. What's your life now, Zach?
18.
Brilliant. And I'm going to pay 2. I'll use question marks because I can, because I've got loads of them. I'll pay 2 for a Back for Seconds, which also costs 4 normally, right? And then I've got 3 masks left for PXG because I've rolled so well. So on Zach's turn, I will
just like you always do.
Yeah, as always. I will PXG a bunch like that, and because there's no transition on his turn, I can take those dice as well. So this time, I've got 6 there, and when it comes to my third turn, I'm rolling all my dice, okay? Because I've got 6 there and 4 there. So I don't even need to use a bag. Okay, and then, obviously, I'm going to roll action faces. Oops. I'm probably going to roll some question marks or fists or something. Let's put them on fists this time if I can ever find them. Okay, because I need fists and I think shields. Okay, that'll do. That'll probably do it, right? What am I going to do, Zach? I'm going to buy Wolverine, I should think.
Yeah,
that'll work. So he's going to cost me 5. He's quite expensive. There we go.
He's worth it, though.
Yeah, he's worth every penny. Now, I've got Back for Seconds, which is that one. But I need to have Underdog in order to be able to trigger it.
So let's say I didn't field any sidekicks for 2 turns. What are you going to do?
Say you've got nothing in the field, but you should have something in your used pile, all being well. Definitely if I'd gone, in the old days, if I'd gone first, you certainly would have. No, okay, so this is important. Right, I currently have nothing in my used pile. This is in transition, except for this.
The Wolverine's in used.
Yeah, just that one. Right, so I am going to pay for White Tiger Global, which says pay a fist once during your turn. Each player must field a sidekick die from their used pile if able. I'm not able because they're in transition. I don't have any sidekicks in my used pile. We're assuming that Zach does, so he now has at least one sidekick.
I probably had to spend some of his energy on my turn, right? Like even if I refilled my bag before this.
So Zach has got a sidekick in the field, which is important. Because now he has more characters in the field than I do, so I can use Back for Seconds, which has Underdog, to field my Wolverine for free on level 3.
Wow.
Okay, and him having a psychic in the field serves a second purpose because I actually need Wolverine to be blocked because it says Wolverine deals double damage to characters that block him. So obviously he needs to be blocked. So I'm going to force Zach's sidekick to block when I attack with my Wolverine. I'm going to use Giant Spider Global, which says pay a shield. Target character must block this turn. So I'll pay that there. So now when I attack with him, Zach's sidekick must block me. And what's his attack at the moment? He's got 8, right?
8, yeah. So he'll do 16 damage.
He'll do
to
only
the sidekick.
16 is not enough. That's not enough. Remember that we've done a couple of damage with Red Dragon, so Zach's on 18.
That's true. Yeah, I'm already at 18, so that's almost enough.
It's not enough.
Except he's just going to get blocked.
It's not enough. So what we need to do is give him the Anger Issues die, obviously, because we need to get the damage through as well. And Anger Issues gives a character +3 attack and Overcrush.
So now he's got 11 attack, and he's got Overcrush. But he's going to do 22 damage to the sidekick. We
can do this, I think, in the main step or after attackers are assigned, because we just need to do it before damage is resolved. Okay?
Yeah.
So what's he got? He's got 11 multiplied by 2 is 22.
Mm-hmm.
And you're blocking.
I think that energy needs to be a fist, though, just in case you need to use Doom Caliber Knight for
very well said. Okay, yeah. I've got this on the team for a reason. If Zach was nasty enough to have something like Kate Bishop or Blink Transmutation again, like we did in last time, we can pay a fist when you attack, and your monsters cannot be the target of action dice or card abilities. So, unless you've splintered teachings me already, then you're not going to be blinking me back. Zach's going to block with a sidekick, and he's got 22. Zach's got only 18 life left, so 21 damage will go through.
So even if I had a couple of sidekicks, then I wouldn't be able to prevent all the damage. If I had a couple of sidekicks, you wouldn't even need to White Tiger Global, so you have an extra energy to do a pump or something.
Right. You're going to need to have 4 defense more than 4 defense in the field by your turn 3. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, but that would save you a fist, right? Because you wouldn't have to use White Tiger, and so you could use because I have characters in the field.
Then I can pump here, and I can pump before I double
with Anger Issues, and then each one of those fists gives him +1 attack, but that's an extra 2 damage that he gets to deal.
So there you go. That's Wolverine, the best there is. But I think Zach's had a few more modern tweaks on that.
Well, so I used to play this team, but I didn't do it as a turn 3 because apparently I was never creative enough to come up with a way to do it. And so I was always a fan of just trying to get Wolverine to be as big as possible. And so I would usually use, instead of Anger Issues, I would use Pim Particles, which incidentally, because it costs less, you could go first and buy Pim Particles. But I think you'll find, because you don't get the +3 attack, you just get +1 attack, that it's a little tighter on the, like, they have to have basically just the one sidekick in the field or you're not going to have enough damage. But because you get to go first, they have fewer turns to do anything about it. So
also, you've got a spare basic action slot, which means you could use.
That's true. And so what I usually use was Cone of Cold, because Cone of Cold has this great global where you can pay a fist to give a blocked character +2 attack. And since the whole combo relies on him being blocked anyway, why not give him a fist to give him 2 attack instead of a fist to give him 1 attack? And of course, giving Wolverine 2 attack means that when he deals damage to a character, it becomes 4. And so you get to do all kinds of damage that way. And so I think I used to do this with like Kobold Swarm, where you just have as many fists as you ever wanted, and then you can just pump him up as much as you wanted. And then the thing that makes it extra fun, if you're really going for the super Johnny Wombo combo, was you'd use Lady Bullseye from the Deadpool set, because she, when fielded, target character takes double damage. And so every time Wolverine deals damage to that character, it gets doubled, and then it gets doubled again, and then any excess damage over their defense becomes overcrush damage. And so I think with this combo, I managed to do something like 65 damage in one turn with Wolverine.
If there's anything,
to a guy who had like a pretty established field at the time as well.
If there's anything better than doubling in Combo Wombo Land, it's doubling.
Yeah, doubling it again. But it's funny because I actually didn't know about this combo from the reserve pool, but I had basically the same pieces. I had Doom Caliber Knight and Professor X and White Tiger, and you have to do all these different things to make sure that he gets blocked. But there's a couple of ways it can go wrong. Like Blink Transmutation, you can deal with Doom Caliber Knight, but like you said, Splinter's Teachings, yeah.
Also, if they can manage to remove their sidekick blocker, if they've got magic missile and they just ping out their own sidekick, then Wolverine no longer deals double damage, so you're not doing lethal anymore.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
current
it's
cold
nothing
would
like
be
nothing
redundant.
like you pay a shield giant spider to make a sidekick block, and they say, "Well, I'm going to KO my own sidekick, so that I'm going to let your 11 attack through." So, I mean, doing 11 damage is never a bad thing, but it's not 22, is it?
No, and there was something JT mentioned in his original article on the Reserve Pool. It was called Misplays Upon Misplays, I believe. I've read it a few times. He actually had Blue Eyes on his team to make the whole purchase of Wolverine a bit more consistent because, obviously, if you roll a sidekick early on, that's a sidekick which is not a mask, and then it becomes problematic to have enough energy to do what you want. So you can even that out with Blue Eyes, which turns your fielded sidekicks into energy banks effectively. But if you have that on your team to make your purchasing more reliable, obviously your opponent can use that if they keep a bolt and they don't have magic missile. They can use that global to knock out their sidekick and screw you over that way.
Yeah. Oh,
Also, sorry,
this
Don.
would have been before energy fixes, right? So, I mean, these days you could just
Oh
bring Billy
yeah.
Club or even Clayface and turn your sidekicks into masks if you needed to.
Oh, that would. But then, of course, they could do that too. No,
That's
because it's
true.
on
Yeah,
your
you don't
turn.
want to do
No,
that sidekicks. Yeah.
no, it's on your turn. So they
Oh
could.
no, it is right. It is on your turn only.
That's okay. I think Peter from Amsterdam came up with something recently, which we might play in a matchup later. But his idea was to use Captain America in this. I think instead of Wolverine. The chemistry project that you like, Zach.
Yeah, yeah.
That could work out pretty well as well. I think with the back for
Hmm.
seconds and the nice. Anyway, so there you go. We've got some lethal stuff going on for you there, and we'll be back soon with either another game or another combo for you.
Yeah. Thanks
Take
everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.